Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something I know a lot of you are curious about. How much money can you actually make from 1 million views on TikTok? I mean, we all see those viral videos blowing up, but what's the real story behind the numbers? Is it worth the hype? Well, I'm going to spill some insider tips and underground trends that will help you understand what it takes to cash in on those views. All right, let's jump right into it. So, if you've ever hit 1 million views on TikTok, or you're grinding to get there, you probably wondered how much that translates into actual money. And here's the thing. It's not as simple as just getting a bunch of views and cashing a fat check. TikTok pays creators in a way that's, let's just say, a little tricky. TikTok uses something called CPM, which is how much you earn per 1,000 views. On average, TikTok CPM ranges between 2 to 4 cents. So for 1 million views, you're looking at anywhere between 20 to 40 bucks. Yeah, not exactly life-changing money, right? But don't click away yet. There are a bunch of other ways to make serious cash on TikTok. And this is where the insider tips come in. Now, while TikTok's Creator Fund is a nice baseline for earnings, the real money comes from other revenue streams like brand partnerships, live gifts, and even selling your own merchandise. For example, creators with niche audiences can actually make a lot more than you'd think. Brands love to work with influencers who have a highly engaged following in specific areas. Fitness, beauty, tech, you name it. If you've got a niche, you can negotiate higher fees because brands know your audience will take your recommendations seriously. And here's a pro tip I've noticed. Micro-influencers, people with smaller, more dedicated audiences, are cashing in big time by focusing on quality over quantity. Sure, they might not have millions of followers, but their audiences are loyal and engaged, which brands love. So even if you're not hitting 1 million views every time, you could still make solid money by locking in these niche partnerships. One thing a lot of people overlook is how important engagement is. You could have 1 million views, but if your audience isn't liking, commenting, or sharing your video, TikTok isn't going to push it out as much. Plus, your earnings can take a hit. Engagement really drives everything on TikTok. The algorithm rewards it, and it's what brands look for when deciding to partner with you. So, don't just focus on views, get your audience involved. Ask them questions in your videos, create shareable content, or jump on trending challenges to keep the conversation going. Another trick that I've seen work really well is the strategic use of hashtags. I know, you've probably heard this before, but it's true. Instead of just using super popular hashtags like hashtag FYP or hashtag viral, try adding niche-specific ones that attract the right kind of audience for your content. This way, you're not just racking up views, you're getting views from people who are actually interested in what you're doing. And that can lead to higher engagement and better-paying brand deals. Now, let's talk about the big moneymakers, brand partnerships. This is where having a video with 1 million views can really pay off. While the Creator Fund might get you 20 or 30 bucks, a good brand deal could bring in hundreds, even thousands. Brands are always on the lookout for creators who can authentically promote their products, and if you've got a loyal following, you can command some pretty decent fees. Here's something I've learned from other TikTok creators. Brands are moving towards long-term partnerships rather than just paying for one-off posts. If you can lock in a longer collaboration, not only will you have a consistent income, but you'll also build credibility with your audience because you're not constantly switching up who you're promoting. This approach can take your earnings from a one-time payment to a steady cash flow. And hey, don't forget about live streams. TikTok lets you go live and receive gifts from your audience, which can be converted into cash. It's a fun and interactive way to connect with your fans, and if you've got a solid fan base, these live gifts can really add up. Pro tip: go live when your audience is most active and make it something special like a Q&A or behind-the-scenes content to encourage more interaction. Oh, and one more thing, merchandise. This is often overlooked, but can be super lucrative. Once you've built a following, why not turn that audience into customers by offering merch? Whether it's t-shirts, phone cases, or even custom stickers, you can leverage your popularity to sell products directly to your fans. A lot of TikTokers use third-party platforms like Teespring or Merchbar, which make it easy to get started with minimal upfront costs. Lastly, if you're serious about making money on TikTok, you need to take advantage of TikTok's analytics. Dive into the data. Look at which videos are performing well. Check out when your audience is most active and tailor your content to fit those insights. The more you understand your audience and what works, the more you can maximize your earnings. So, yeah, while TikTok's Creator Fund may not make you rich overnight, there are a ton of ways to monetize your content if you play your cards right. From brand deals to live gifts to selling your own merch, the opportunities are endless. And hey, if you've got 1 million views, you're already on the right track. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one.